All right. Hi again, fans of the greatest game on earth, baseball. So, of course, tomorrow we're going to be doing our, decided to call it the anti Super Bowl baseball day. So, yeah, some people show up. That's cool. Having fun. Hopefully, some of you will show up tomorrow. We'll jump back into PureSim baseball. A lot of people have been having fun with this game. Freely downloadable, available on our Ned McGreevy Discord, along with its freeware spinoff, Strategy Baseball. So both excellent games. So don't know what time I'm starting tomorrow, but be on tomorrow sometime. And gonna kind of go most of the day, maybe take an hour off, come back, whatever. Don't know yet. We'll figure it out. Anyhow, hope everybody's doing well. It's very icy here. It's like this winter is making up for the past winters that we haven't really had many. So there is that, which kind of sucks. But there you go. What are you gonna do, right? You gotta live with it, baby. You gotta live with it. All right. So let's go to, I guess, 1929. We're doing 1929. Let's do 1929. We've been doing 1975, but go 1929 tonight. And we'll see if anybody shows up and wants to talk for a little bit. I thought maybe tomorrow we'd do just a lot of fun, not just games, but some other stuff as well. Maybe, some trivia stuff and just whatever. And, of course, the usual chin wag and all that kind of thing. All right, so I think that what we're going to do here is we're on opening day. So this is April 16th, 1929. And looking at a couple good matchups here. I think Pete Alexander, Red Lucas. So this is going to be the Cardinals versus the Reds. All right, and am I 1929? Yeah, I think I might be in the wrong place here. Hang on. Need to check something here. Hey, Tim, how you doing? It's good to see you. Hope all is well with you. Did you guys get some of this ice in the Cleveland area? Because it sucks, man. It's like just all sort of bad stuff out there. Bad touches. So, So this is Pete Alexander's penultimate season in the major leagues. So we're not seeing him at his peak, but nonetheless, should be a fun game again. I know these are going to be a lot of names that people aren't going to know, but that's never stopped me before. Just happy to be home. Theme for the week: ice, baby. No kidding. Yeah, in Pennsylvania, we're supposed to get hit with another one on Tuesday, and then again next Saturday. So bit of a drag, all that. Yeah. So I guess we got to do what we got to do. All right, here are the possible games that we have. Detroit Tigers versus the Cleveland Indians. Chicago White Sox versus the St. Louis Browns. Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Chicago Cubs. This could be actually a good game. Burley Grimes versus Charlie Root. I think we'll do that one. Being anti-something you don't need to watch will never be odd. I know, man. Hey, I'm just having fun. I was going to call it the Super Bowl Baseball Spectacular Legends, but it's not going to be spectacular. Coming to this channel is like watching a train wreck. So who knows? Maybe I'll just call it Frank. I don't know. Anyhow, Legends, I hope you're doing well. Did you get any of this ice where you are, man? Because it is icy all over PA, man. It's like, wow. So, anyhow, I think we'll do the Pirates against the Cubbies because we got two pretty good pitchers here. Burley Grimes against Charlie Root. Again, this game freely available, guys. The Ned McGreevy Discord, download it and use the pictures that you have for Action PC Baseball or wherever for player photos in your set. All right, it's 36 degrees here in early April in Wrigley Field, 1929 opening day. Again, as we said, Burley Grimes getting the start for the Pirates versus Charlie Root, the Chicago Cubs. So just speaking a little bit about Charlie Root here really quickly. Well, first, we'll say something about Burley Grimes. Great nickname, Old Stubblebeard. So there we go, Hall of Fame pitcher. Charlie Root, of course, his 1932 Cubs faced the Yankees in the World Series, and it was Charlie Root that gave up Ruth's supposed called shot. And of course, we all know about the great fun controversy surrounding that. Charlie Root, who had a reputation for he wasn't afraid to headhunt, he said pretty much if that big monkey would have tried to call a shot, I would have put one in his ear. Of course, Lou Gehrig said it. I can't believe it. The big monkey did it. So. Gehrig versus Root, and Ruth, of course, very non-committal. Reporters asked him about this. He said, well, you were there. So who knows if it happened? He says, anything, Tim says, being more than 2 hours might as well be a spectacular. Yeah, I mean, I wish I had the dancing girls and stuff like that, but I don't. So, but for those of you watching the Super Bowl tomorrow night, may your team win if you're team is in it or the team you want to win. I know that where I'm living, there's all kinds of people pulling for the Philadelphia Eagles. Makes sense. So there we go. So I hope everybody has fun with this weather. Just please, if you're going to a party or doing something, please, if you know you're going to get absolutely plastered or whatever, or just in any way kind of impaired, give the keys to the host, or get an Uber, or do something. Just please be safe, because no game, whether it's the World Series or Stanley Cup, anything like that, nothing is worth your life, those of your loved ones. So please be careful, okay? All right, let's look at the starting lineups here. First for the Pittsburgh Pirates, leading off at shortstop is Sparky Adams, batting second in center field. Lloyd Wainer, batting third in right field. Paul Wainer, so little poison, big poison. In the cleanup spot at third base, Pie Traynor. Batting fifth in left field, George Grantham. Batting sixth, and at first base, Earl Sheely. Batting seventh, second baseman, Dick Bartell. Batting eighth and catching is Charlie Hargreaves, and Burley Grimes pitching and batting ninth for the hometown Chicago Cubs, who will go on to face the Philadelphia A's in the World Series in 1929. Leading off at shortstop, Woody English, batting second. At third base, Clyde Beck, batting third in right field, Kai Kyler, former Bucko, by the way. In the cleanup spot, the great second baseman, Rogers Hornsby, batting fifth, center fielder, Hack Wilson, batting sixth in left field, Riggs Stevenson. Batting seventh at first base, Charlie Grimm. Batting eighth and catching, Mike Gonzalez, and pitching and batting ninth, Charlie Root. So let's go. So manager for the Pittsburgh Pirates, former Tiger, Donnie Bush, who faced the Pirates in the 1909 series, and Joe McCarthy. The unsentimental, he was called. He would become the manager of the Yankees, or was the manager of the Yankees for a while, and or would be, and just didn't do Babe Ruth a very good turn. So here we go.
And the home of the
Hey, who knew in 1929 we'd get some fun samples and stuff like that? All right, here we go. Adams to lead it off for Pittsburgh, and we're ready to go. So all the ballparks that I put into this game are the Gary Grigsby games, or the Gary Grigsby ballparks. So here we go. H-Field 07, welcome in, man. Got to give you your wrench tonight. This is icy night out here in Central PA. Keep inside and sim some baseball games. Exactly. It's awful out there. Let me see if I can do something about this crowd, because it's really loud. Let me see. Did they think about putting in a volume slider? That would be really nice. No. So sorry, guys. About that. I was just hoping that I could, but that's all right. We'll leave the crowd on. They're more fun anyhow. All right. Charlie Root ready to go, and let's play some baseball. Cubs against the Pirates, opening day 1929. 1-1 pitch on the way, and this one rolled out towards short, and actually out toward third. Beck calling off English, firing on to Charlie Grimm. One away here. So Pittsburgh now sends center field Hall of Famer Lloyd Wainer to bat. Little poison. Full count on Wainer, and Lloyd Wayner draws the walk. So one of the big differences between these two brothers' personal habits, the man up to bat now, big poison. Paul Wayner drank like a fish, and his brother Lloyd was completely no alcohol, total, just teetotaler. So fun little trivia fact about how these guys imbibed. All right, here we go. Charlie Root ready to deal a big poison. 1-2 pitch on the way. Wayner swings, and this one drilled into deep right center into the gap. Lloyd Wayner with good speed will score, and the Pittsburgh Pirates draw first blood as Paul Wayner triples into the right field alley. It's 1 run on the board for the Pirates here in the top of the first. All right, 1 away now for Hall of Fame third baseman Pie Traynor. Paul Wayner at third. The 2-0 pitch on the way to Traynor. Traynor swings. This one lofted out to center. No, this one a double going to deep center. Paul Wayner will score, and Pie Traynor with the RBI double. So the Bucks coming out here in style on opening day, trying to ruin it for the Chicago faithful. All right, here comes George Grantham now. Excellent ball player back in the day. We'll talk about George a little bit. We're going to switch to today for both of these. Okay. Just a quick look at Grantham's real life stats. Let's look at George Grantham's real life stats. So 105 career home runs. Not too bad at all. Was a lifetime 302 hitter. This guy was pretty good. 93 triples, 292 career doubles, and 720 or 712 RBI. So not a Hall of Famer by any stretch of the imagination, but somebody who certainly Pirate fans are going to know about George Grantham. And I do think he's in their Field of Dreams League somewhere. Don't know. All right, here we go. Grantham on. Pirates scoring 2 here in the first. Pie Traynor at second. Traynor has decent speed. 3-2 pitch. And Grantham draws the walk. Charlie Root having some trouble here in the early innings, getting touched up for a triple and a double, and he's walked 2 batters. And here's the catcher now, or the first baseman, Earl Sheely. Charlie Root delivers 0-2 pitch to Sheely, and Sheely swing and a miss on that fastball by Charlie Root. All right, 2 down here, top of the first, as Dick Bartell stands in the right-hand side of the box. Charlie Root checks the runners, and here's the pitch. Bartell, first pitch swinging, fly ball out to left, and Stevenson back on it, makes the grab at the wall for the Pirates. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left. We go to the bottom of the first. The Pittsburgh Pirates 2, the Chicago Cubs coming to bat. So looking at the starting defense, and we'll look at the Cubs when we get to the second. George Grantham out there in left and center, Lloyd Wayner. In right, Paul Wayner. At first base, Earl Sheely. At second, Dick Bartell. At short, Sparky Adams. At third, Pie Traynor. Catching for the Buccos, Charlie Hargreaves. And old Stubblebeard, Hall of Famer Burley Grimes, taking the hill. Woody English, the shortstop, leading it off here for the Chicago Cubs. Wrigley Field, 1929. Count full in English, and English sends this out to center, and Lloyd Wayner tracks it down. 1 out. So thank you for staying in tonight, guys, and enjoying some baseball or whatever it is you're doing. Appreciate it. That just means that everybody's safe, right? And that's what we like. All right, Clyde Beck in there now for the Cubbies. Again, they will be the National League champions. 0-1 pitch. Beck swings. Fly ball to deep right. This one bouncing off the wall. Paul Wayner plays it off the carom, fires in, and Clyde Beck has himself a double. So Chicago picks up the first hit with 1 down. And here's Kai Kyler. Had a great career with the Pirates and even a better career with the Chicago Cubs. Hall of Famer, speed, excellent contact. Grimes deals now to Kyler. Kyler cutting on the first pitch, and this one line to right. This one over Wayner's head. Clyde Beck will move to third on the play. So the Cubbies making some noise here. Kyler catching that nice breaking pitch there from Burley Grimes. Runners at the corners, 1 out, and Tim says also Hannes Wagner run this team. You could call Wayner, you could Wayner, and Wagner. Yep. The second best baseball law firm next to Tinker, Evers, and Chance. I love it. I love it. Maybe I'll have to draft Wayner on here or Wagner on here just for fun. All right, here's a man that certainly needs no introduction. Here's Rogers Hornsby. Runners at the corners, one down, Chicago threatening to at least get one back. Grimes works out of the stretch to Rogers Hornsby. First pitch swinging, high pop fly, and Adams will go out to the shallow grass and take it himself. So 2 down. Grimes looking to get out of the inning, but he's got to get past Hack Wilson. Grimes works again from the stretch. 3-1 pitch behind to Wilson. Wilson swings in this hitter's count. And long fly ball. And just like that, a swing of the bat. And the Chicago Cubs take the lead. It is now 3-2 Cubs. So Grimes that fastball just where Hack Wilson likes it. So 3-2. Buckle up. This could be a crazy game. All right, Rick Stevenson in there now, left fielder for the Chicago Cubs. Grimes touched up for 3 here in the bottom of the first. It's 3-2 on opening day here, 1929. Stevenson swings in the first pitch, and this one grounded out to Adams at short. So score that one 6-3 for the final out. 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors. We go to the top of the second. The Cubs lead the Pirates 3-2. Looking at the starting defense for the Chicago Cubs in left field, we have Riggs Stevenson. In center, Hack Wilson. And in right, Kai Kyler. From first to third, we've got Jolly Charlie Grimm, the Raja, Woody English, and Clyde Beck catching Mike Gonzalez. All right, here we go. So the Buccos sending up the 8, 9, and 1 hitters, Hargreaves, Grimes, and then Adams. All right, Charlie Root ready to deal. Full count on Hargreaves, and Hargreaves draws the walk. So Charlie Root giving up the free pass here. Charlie Root has now walked 3 in the game. And it brings up Grimes. They're going to be looking to sacrifice here, obviously. And this one, little bunt back to the mound. Root has it. And Hargreaves will advance to second. So sacrifice successful. And we go back to the top of the order here for the Buccos. So Adams nothing for 1 today. Sparky waits for the pitch. 3-1. He swings. And this one grounded to Beck. Beck fires on to Grimm for the 5-3 putout. Hargreaves holds second. So 2 down here in the top of the second for Lloyd Wayner. Lloyd Wayner walked in this game. And the 3-2 pitch to Little Poison. And another walk given up by Charlie Root. He's got to be careful here. Paul Wayner, no slouch as a hitter. Let's have a quick look here at Wayner's 1929 stats. So Paul Wayner in 1929 starting to hit his stride a little bit here. Of course, playing against those Yankees. But in 1920, back in 1929, though, knocked out 15 homers, 100 runs batted in for him and hit .336 that year. So excellent year for Big Poison. All right, here we go. 2 outs. Root delivers. Wayner cuts in the first pitch. This one out to center field. Deep, but not enough. Wilson back on it. Tracks it down and makes the catch. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 men left. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Chicago Cubs lead the Pittsburgh Pirates here opening day, 1929, 3-2. RGO Network is very icy here in southern Florida. Bite me, Robert. I'm glad. Hey, you know what? At least we know you're going to be safe from idiots on icy roads, man. So good to see you, Robert. Saw you at David's ball game, marathon ball game. Good stuff. I think the cards he makes for History Maker, I think that card looked nicer than the ones that come with the game. So, all right, Jolly Charlie Grimm. It's going to be Grimm, Gonzalez, and Root due up for the 29 Cubbies. Grimes into his motion, And the 0-2 pitch. Grimm swings, and this one lined out to right, and this one is gone. So a laser shot there by Charlie Grimm, and the Chicago Cubs add a little bit of insurance here. 4-2. So Grimes getting touched up here. All right, here's Mike Gonzalez now. Catcher in the batting in the eighth slot. Full count on Gonzalez. And this one popped high in the air, and Bartell backing up will take that one down. So popped to second, one away, and it brings up the pitcher Charlie Root. Bats from the right-hand side. Cold day here in Chicago. 1-1 pitch. Root swings, and this one grounded to Bartell. Bare hands it fires on to Shealy for the 4-3 putout. 2 away. Back at the top of the Cubs order, Woody English, who is 0 for 1. Shortstop waits, swings in the first pitch. This one lined to right past Paul Wainer, and this is going to be a single for Woody English. So the Chicago Cubs picking up their 5th hit. All right, Beck in the box now. Beck is 1 for 1. He has a double. First pitch swinging and popped right to Earl Shealy, and the Buccos get out of it, but a little bit of damage done here. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and a man left on. And we go to the top of the 3rd inning. Chicago now leads Pittsburgh 4-2. You got that from someone, and yes, those cards are pretty cool. Yeah, it looks nice. They look really, really nice. All right, Pie Trainer, George Grantham, and Earl Shealy do up the 4-5-6 hitters for the 1929 Pittsburgh Pirates. Charlie Root to deal to Trainer, who has a double and an RBI in this game. Trainer swings in the first pitch, and this one, fly ball, but Kyler is going to make the catch. So on a sinking liner, Kyler coming in making a good play, can cover a lot of ground out there in the outfield. All right, here's George Grantham now. He's walked. So again, Charlie Root in this game now has struck out 1 batter, walked 4, but enjoying a 4-2 lead. Charlie Root deals now. Count full on Grantham. Grantham swings, and this one a roller out, but down the first base line, Charlie Grimm takes it to the bag himself. So 2 away here in the Pittsburgh 3rd. And here is Earl Shealy, first baseman, struck out against Charlie Root last time up. 2 away here. 1-1 pitch on the way to Shealy. Shealy swings, and this one is going to be taking Kyler all the way back to the wall. Kyler makes the catch. So no runs, hits, or errors. Nobody left. The Buccos go quietly. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. The Cubs lead the Pirates 4-2. Kai Kyler, Rogers Hornsby, and Hack Wilson do up. The most dangerous part of the Chicago Cubs lineup. Kyler 1 for 1 in the game. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kyler swings, and this one grounded down to 3rd. Trainer up with it, fires to Shealy. Score that one 5-3, 1 down. All right, the Raja is 0 for 1. Pirates got to keep this bat quiet. 1-1 pitch on the way to Hornsby. Hornsby swings, fly ball in the gap and left, and back on it is George Grantham to make the catch. So the Pirates, all throughout its franchise history, blessed with great outfields. And this 1929 squad, no exception. George Grantham, Hall of Very Good, and of course Paul Wainer, Lloyd Wainer, Hall of Famers, excellent. Got their names, Big Poison and Little Poison. Just mainly, the main reason being is that's how New Yorkers would say poison. Big Poison, Little Poison, poison. So they could kind of tell them apart. But the other thing in baseball was that's where a lot of extra base hits went to die in the gloves of Paul Wainer and Lloyd Wainer. All right, that being said, 2 outs, and here is Hack Wilson. Next year, Hack Wilson would do crazy things in 1930. 1-1 pitch, and this one skied to left, and Grantham back at the wall makes the catch for out number 3. So the Cubbies go quietly, and we head to the top of the 4th inning here. Still 4-2 Chicago. It's going to be Bartell, Hargreaves, and Grimes due up for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Bartell, 0 for 1. Charlie Root toes the rubber and brings it home. Bartell swings in the first pitch and grounded to short. Woody English up with it over to Grimm. Routine 6-3 put out. So 1 away now. Hargreaves in the box. Walked his last time. 1-2 pitch to Charlie. He swings, and this one grounded to short, and it's Woody English to Charlie Grimm again. So 2 buckos up, 2 buckos down, and here's Burley Grimes. Burley Grimes sacrificed his last time up. Count full on Grimes, and he looks at a called strike 3. Little off-speed action there from Charlie Root. No runs, hits, or errors. Nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Chicago leads Pittsburgh 4-2. Rare Pirate game on here that we're doing. All right, and the Cubbies will send up Rig Stevenson, Charlie Grimm, and Mike Gonzalez. Rig Stevenson, nothing for 1. That's right-hander, who's the only Major League player to have a brand of cigarettes named after him. That's our trivia question from the game tonight. And Burley Grimes issues the free pass to Stevenson, so that will be the first walk issued by Burley Grimes. Stevenson at first, and Charlie Grimm now at the plate. Charlie Grimm with a solo home run in this game. And first pitch swinging, grounded up the middle. And Charlie Grimes, this one right back to Grimes, who fires on the first. So score that one 1-3, 1 down. Stevenson holds second for Mike Gonzalez. Chicago catcher, nothing for 1. No Googling. Let's see if we can figure it out, guys. They're going to try to pitch around him a little bit, it looks like. 1-2 pitch. Popped high in the air to right. And Paul Wainer brings it down. So 2 away. Not going to run in the arm of Big Poison. All right, here's Charlie Root. He is nothing for 1. Burley Grimes brings it home. Count full on Root. And Charlie Root draws the walk. You don't want to walk the other catcher, or the other pitcher, but there you go. Back at the top of the order now for the Cubs, Woody English, 1 for 2. Grimes with the check of the runners. And here's the pitch. English swinging on the first pitch. This one grounded up the middle, past Bartell into center field. And Rig Stevenson will score. And Chicago now taking a more commanding lead. It is 5-2 Cubs here on opening day. All right, with 2 away, here's Beck coming to the plate. Charlie Root at second, trailing him Woody English at first. Beck 1 for 2 with a double. Clyde Beck swings on the 1-2 pitch. This one rolled to Bartell. He's going to fire on to first. And that does it. But the Chicago Cubs picking up another run on 1 hit. No errors and 2 men left. We go to the top of the 5th. Pirates need to get to work. They are behind the Cubs 5-2. All right, we're back at the top of the order now. Sparky Adams, Lloyd Wainer, and Paul Wainer. Sparky Adams, the shortstop, is 0 for 2. Charlie Root to deal. And Adams not able to catch up to that fastball. Strike 3. So 1 away now for Lloyd Wainer. Lloyd Wainer's walked twice against Charlie Root in this game. 0-1 pitch on the way to Little Poison. Wainer sends this to third base side, and Clyde Beck will bring it down at third base there for out number 2. Here comes Paul Wainer now. Big brother with a triple and an RBI, 1 for 2. Both batters batting lefty, or both brothers batting lefty. 1-0 pitch. Wainer sends this in the alley and left, and this is going to be a double. So the Buccos picking up a extra base hit here with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. And that will bring up Pie Traynor. So Pie Traynor batting in the number 4 slot. Just curious his home run totals in 1929. Pie Traynor, not known as a slugger, and there you see it. Just 4 home runs. So the Pirates really lacking in power in the 1920s. Think of the Pirates in the 70s, and that lumber company, lots of power. This was not a power-laden team back in the day. Wainer, I think, had the most hits or most home runs. Paul Wainer on the club that year. Charlie Root deals with 2 down. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Pie Traynor. Traynor swings, and this one a gapper in the alley. And Paul Wainer will come around to score. Pie Traynor will move to second on the play. Or no, he won't. He's going to stay at first. And so RBI for Traynor, and the Pirates inch closer is now 5-3. All right, here's George Grantham now, 0 for 1 with a walk. Traynor on at first, 2 away here in the top of the 5th in Chicago. Charlie Root brings it home now. 0-2 pitch to George Grantham. Grantham cuts and misses on a fastball. The Pirates get a run back, though, to 2 hits and a man left on base. Bottom of the 5th here at Wrigley Field on opening day, 1929. Cubs 5, Pirates 3. It'll be Kyler, Hornsby, and Wilson due up for the Cubs. You know, when I see Hornsby's name, it's one of those players, you know, any great player, how you associate with a team or whatever, a very good player. And I've always associated Rogers Hornsby more as a St. Louis Cardinal than a Chicago Cub, but not too shabby with the Cubbies at all. All right, Grimes deals now to Kyler. Kyler's 1 for 2. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kyler swings. This one, a roller past short into left. Base hit for Kyler. So the speedy Kyler aboard. Looking at Kyler here in terms of stats and specifically stolen bases, 43 thefts in 1929 for these Cubbies. And having a quick look at Hornsby's overall career, since we're talking about him as a Cardinal and a Cub. So definitely better as a Cardinal. But again, not too shabby. I would take him on my team. We're nearing the end of... so Hornsby would play until 1937. But definitely the drop-off. Played for the Cardinals, so straddled the dead ball era into live era. So rookie year, 1915. Played until 1937. And still quite able, good enough to contribute to this National League Championship team. Here we go. So which game do I like best? PureSim baseball or strategy baseball? PureSim, because you can do so much more with it. I think strategy baseball was a great effort by, is it Crash? I forget his last name now. Great effort to try to keep PureSim alive for a couple years. It's a good game. I like the fact that strategy baseball will automatically assign the proper logos and ballparks, things like that. But beyond doing season replays or playing any 2 teams in this included 115 seasons against each other, or doing a league of purely fictional players, I mean, it's kind of all you can do in it. Whereas this, you know, you can pretty much do anything at the major league level with the seasons here. So yeah, this one's a superior game. You do have to set up your own ballparks and your own logos and that, but and obviously this was a commercial product, so I would definitely expect it to do better. Just wanted to show you guys here that you can always check when you're looking at park info here. You can see the real fence heights and everything. And the reason I mention this in the distances is because this game, just like strategy baseball, uses park effects. But you'll notice that the ball flight's a little bit bizarre. And that has to do with the fact that this really here is just a backdrop. So, right, this isn't like out of the park baseball. So it's using that park diagram. So sometimes a grounder to short, that's why you've got to watch what's going on in the field and the play-by-play. Because some of those balls you'll see, it looked like they were hit to Adams. They were actually hit to Trainer. But I don't find that really a bad thing with this game at all. But hopefully it answers your question in depth there, my friend Arnold. But again, it's free. So they're both free. Nothing to lose. All right, Grimes deals to Hornsby with nobody out. And Kyler off to the races, and there's a steal. So again, Kyler and Hornsby will walk. So 2 on. Burley Grimes, old Stubblebeard, is in trouble here. Let's see where he is in his career. Okay, so he's about in the middle of it. And so for the Bucks that year, Grimes went 17-7 with a 3.13 earned run average, a whip of 1.35. So Burley Grimes was had a few strong years. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer, good numbers, but not a dominant pitcher in a way of that you think of as like a Walter Johnson or somebody like that, but certainly deserving of the Hall of Fame. All right, facing the dangerous Hack Wilson here. Wilson's already homered in this game, so he is 1 for 2. 2 on, nobody out. Pirates in trouble here. 0-2 pitch and getting Hack Wilson, swing and a miss on a fastball. Grimes challenging him, and he wins the duel this time. So big out there, 1 away. Riggs Stevenson now, 0-for-1 and a walk. 1 away, 2 on for Chicago. Count full on Stevenson. And this one, fly to right. This one has some depth. Paul Wainer brings it down. Leaping grab at the wall. So 2 away, runners remain. Kyler at second. Hornsby trailing him at first for Charlie Grimm. Charlie Grimm with a home run in this game. So Grimes getting touched up by the long ball from these Cubbies. 0-1 pitch on the way. Grimm cuts on this one. High fly ball to right. And Paul Wainer will bring it down. So the Wainer boys doing it up here. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. 2 men left. We head to the top of the 6th here in Chicago. The Cubs 5 and the Pirates 3. So Earl Sheely, Dick Bartell, and Charlie Hargreaves do up. Sheely, 0-for-2 with a strikeout. 0-1 pitch, cut on, and this one lined into the alley and left, so Earl Sheely will pull up and stop at first. So the Buccos picking up hit number 5, nobody out, and here's Dick Bartell. Bartell, 0-for-2. Charlie Root checks the runner. They're going to try a hit and run here. The 1-2 pitch, swung on. High fly ball, center field, and going back on it is Riggs Stevenson. So 1 away, Sheely quickly gets back to first now. Charlie Hargreaves, 0-for-1. He walked, and this one punched towards short, and this will be a fielder's choice. Score that one 6-4. 2 away now for Burley Grimes. Struck out in this game. 0-for-1. Charlie Root deals. Grimes swings in the first pitch. This one punched up the middle, but Rogers Hornsby over and fires onto first, and that is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. Bottom of the 6th, Chicago leads Pittsburgh 5-3 here. All right, Mike Gonzalez, Charlie Root, and then Woody English do up the 8, 9, and 1 hitters for the Chicago Cubs. And who was the only major league player to have a brand of cigarettes named after him? Ty Cobb. So there's your answer. 1-1 pitch to Gonzalez, popped high in the infield. And who are you going to call? So it looks like Hargreaves making the catch. So fouled out the catcher. 1 away for Charlie Root. Charlie Root walked in this game. He's 0-for-1 otherwise. Grimes deals to his mound opponent. 0-1 pitch. Root swings. And this one, just a little harmless pop out to Sparky Adams. So 2 away now. And we're back at the top of the order for Woody English, having a good day at the plate. 2-for-3 with a run batted in. Grimes brings it. Here's the 1-0 pitch. English cuts on it. And this one lined right out to Sheely at first, ranging to his right. The runs, hits, or errors, nobody left. Top of the 7th here, game moving along quickly. 5-3 in favor of the Cubs. All right, back at the top of the order for the Pittsburgh Pirates, Sparky Adams, Lloyd Wainer, and Paul Wainer. Adams has struck out in this game. He's 0-for-3 overall. Charlie Root brings it. 1-0 pitch. Adams swings, fly ball to right. Down into the glove of Kyler. Hey, Mike, Sports Time Machine in here. Was able to catch a game of Mike's the other night. Lots of fun. So Mike doing some payoff pitch, guys. Payoff pitch cards and dice. So do check it out. Always glad when I can catch a Sports Time Machine game. Time zone issues, Mike. Time zone issues. But it was great to hear you. You sound awesome as always. He's another one of those broadcasters in our community that sounds like a baseball broadcaster. And he's a big Greg Brown fan, so of the broadcaster for the Pittsburgh Pirates. All right, here we go. Lloyd Wainer, 0-for-1. He's walked twice against Charlie Root. And here we go. Wainer swings in the first pitch, skied to left. And Stevenson back on it, and we'll bring it down for out number 2. Here's big brother Paul. So Paul having a great day at the plate. He's 2 for 3 with a double, a triple, and a run batted in. Root delivers 1-0 pitch to Paul Wainer. Swung on, fly ball to right. Kyler on his horse, back on it, makes the catch. Side retired. We go to the 7th inning stretch, and the Cubs lead the Pirates 5-3. Be right back. All right, so Mike telling us he's going back into some older baseball, which is really awesome. He says he's also doing a 1930 strat season, so just 1 year after this. And again, these are these 3 great years of these Philadelphia Athletics: 1929, 30, and 1931. So you're doing Yankees games, so hopefully I'm going to be able to catch some games where the Yankees are playing these Athletics. The Athletics just completely were insane in 1929. The Yankees playing a little better against them and faring better in the standings in 1930, 31. But Connie Mack put together this fantastic team and then started selling it off a little bit at a time, as he was wont to do, starting in 1932. Mack's reasoning was, I'm not going to get rid of my whole team. I'm going to keep some guys around because people are still going to pay and see them. He famously quoted, better have a consistent, good third place team that people will pay to see. We see so many teams empty their rosters, but Connie Mack did it, but he did it more slowly. It wasn't like a one-season deal with him. Great baseball mind. All right, here we go. For Chicago, it's going to be Beck, Kyler, and Hornsby. So Clyde Beck in there. Clyde Beck is 1 for 3. First pitch swinging, high pop fly on the infield. And that one's going to bring rain, snow, sleet, and hail. And Burley Grimes makes the call and the catch right behind the bump. All right, 1 away now for Kyler. Kyler 2 for 3. Grimes delivers to him. 1-0 pitch. Cut on, and this one lined with authority to left, and Kyler on at first. So Kyler with speed. We'll see what the Pittsburgh Pirates want to do here with 1 away. Definitely Kyler a threat. Or what the Chicago Cubs want to do. I'm sorry, Kyler was also a Pirate, guys. I get confused when it's this late. All right, and the steal. Hargreaves up, and no way to get Kyler. So Kyler swipes second. Hornsby back in the box. 3-2 pitch, and Rogers Hornsby chasing a little fastball there by Burley Grimes. So 2 outs. Kyler remains at second. And here comes Hack Wilson. Wilson with a home run and 3 RBI in this game. He has the big hit here for these Cubbies. Giving him the lead. They've never looked back. 1-0 pitch. Wilson, this one an error. Adams had the ball, then boots it. So score that one, E6. Hack Wilson aboard. First error of the season and first for the Pirates in this game. So 2 out now for Riggs Stevenson. Nothing for 2 with a walk. Grimes from the stretch. And the 1-1 pitch. Stevenson swings. This one up the middle. Wainer up with it. Kyler will score easily. That's an unearned run. Wilson will move to third on the play. Or move to second on the play. Sorry. So 2 on for Chicago. And a little bit more insurance at 6-3. And here's Charlie Grimm. Charlie Grimm also with a home run. 2 outs, runners at first and second. 0-1 pitch on the way from Grimes, cut on. This one singled up the middle. Wilson will score from second. Another unearned run. And Chicago now with a 7-2 lead, or 7-3 lead over the Pittsburgh Pirates. So the Pirates getting an early taste of what the rest of the National League will see through this baseball season. All right, 2 in scoring position, 2 down. Burley Grimes looking for that elusive third out. 2 unearned runs in here in the bottom of the 7th. Chicago with a 7-3 lead, 10 hits on the board. From the stretch, here's the pitch to Gonzalez, who's 0 for 3. Gonzalez, high pop fly out to Wainer, and Paul Wainer will bring it down. But the damage has been done by the Cubs. 2 runs, 3 hits, an error, and 2 men left on base. We head to the top of the 8th. Buccos trail the Cubs 7-3. Mike said just did a Yankees-A's game, and it's amazing. Cochran, Simmons, and Fox batting order, yeah, with a 30-win Lefty Grove pitching. Yeah, those Philadelphia A's that's a scary team, right? You had Bucketfoot out, Jimmy Fox, Lefty Grove, Mickey Cochran, as you said. You have Max Bishop. This a hell of a team, one hell of a team, and I'm sure those Yankees A's battles are going to be epic. When you think about that, in 1930, you've got on one side where you got Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig on one side, and on the other side, Al Simmons and Jimmy Fox. Scary stuff. Scary stuff. All right. So top of the 8th, and here's Pie Traynor, the number 4, 5, 6 hitters due up for the Pirates. Charlie Root deals to Pie Traynor. Good day at the plate for him, including 2 RBI, but this time fastball from Charlie Root, and this one a bit high and tight. But Traynor trying to get something going. It's about Wainer, and Traynor. All right, that's a no-brainer. Number 5 hitter here, George Grantham. He's nothing for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. Bats lefty. Charlie Root brings it home to him now. Count even at 2 each. And Grantham on the breaking ball. Beautiful pitch there by Charlie Root. And that will retire Mr. Grantham for the second out. No relation to the Granthams of Downton Abbey, I should add, by the way. Earl Sheely due up now. Bucco's first baseman is 1 for 3. Has a strikeout in this game. Charlie Root fires it home. The 1-1 pitch to Sheely, cut on, and weak little Texas leaguer into right field, and Sheely aboard. So in the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, if the Pirates would somehow come back to win this, that will read as a screaming line drive. So the Buccos with 1 on, 2 out. Charlie Root at 123 pitches. And it brings up Dick Bartell. The Buccos second baseman is nothing for 3. Root not paying any attention to Sheely over there at first. The 1-1 pitch on the way home. Bartell swings, line to left, and Kyler back on it and pulls it down before it hits the grass. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. A man left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Chicago leads 7-3. When we go to the Pittsburgh 9th, we see Hargreaves. No doubt a pinch hitter for Burley Grimes, and then Sparky Adams. All right, bottom of the order here, Charlie Root, and then back at the top, Woody English and Clyde Beck. Charlie Root, nothing for 2 and a walk with a 4-run lead. They're not too worried about what Charlie's going to do at the bat. Grimes brings it. The 1-1 pitch from old Stubblebeard, and this one roller pass short into left field. So Charlie Root wanting to be part of the hit parade here. That's his his first hit of the ball game. Top of the order now for shortstop Woody English. 2 for 4 with a run batted in. Root no speed at first. 2-2 pitch on the way to Woody English. And Woody English looks at an off-speed pitch for a called strike 3. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And here's Clyde Beck. Cubby's third baseman has a double in this game, 1 for 4. Grimes brings it home. Behind Beck, 3-1, and Beck swings on this one. Bartell up with it and grounds it into a Bartell to Adams to Sheely double play. So that does it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. We go to the top of the 9th. Can the Pirates somehow destroy opening day, put a damper on opening day here, a cold day in Chicago for the Chicago Cubs? Down 7-3. The Pirates scoring 2 in the top of the first and 1 in the fifth. The Cubs answered with 3 in the bottom of the first, 1 in the bottom of the second, 1 in the fourth, and 2 in the seventh. All right. Charlie Hargreaves has a walk in this game. Hargreaves swings, and Clyde Beck up with it, goes to throw, drops the ball, and Hargreaves on courtesy of the E6. So each team now tied in error. Here's Burley Grimes. Interesting. Bucco's going to let him hit. Nope. Adam Komorowski will come in to pinch hit, I believe. No, Komorowski to pinch run, and Burley Grimes draws the walk. Komorowski, one of the speed merchants on these Pittsburgh Pirates. So the Pirates in the 1920s relying on Paul Wayner's power, but really a lot of speed and excellent defense for these Buccos. This year, hey, there's Sean. Welcome in. This year, Pittsburgh celebrating the 100th anniversary of the world champion 1925 Pittsburgh Pirates. All right, here we go now. So Sparky Adams due up. So 2 on. The Bucks threatening here, but Sparky Adams not known for any power. The 1-0 pitch from Charlie Root. Adams swings. This one grounded to Woody English. It's a 6-4-3 double play English to Hornsby to Grimm. Adam Komorowski will move to third on the play. Time running out for the Buccos. Lloyd Wayner 0 for 2 and 2 walks at the dish. Root from the stretch. And the pitch. Wayner swings in the first pitch. Grounded to Hornsby. Hornsby to Grimm, and that's your ball game. So Chicago wins this one on opening day from the Pirates 7-3. Let's look at our game recap, and we're going to get out of here because we've got a long day tomorrow. All right. So let me see. Home runs, the order of the day here for the Chicago Cubs. 2 of them, one by Hack Wilson and one by Jolly Charlie Grimm. We had one triple in the game, which always makes me happy, and that was hit by Paul Wayner. Looking at pitching here, Burley Grimes takes the loss. 8 innings, 11 hits, 7 runs, 5 earned, walked 3, struck out 3. So it begins the 1929 season with a 5.63 earned run average. Charlie Root gets the win for the Chicago Cubs. He pitched 9, 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned, walked 5, struck out 6, and starts off with a decent 3.00 earned run average. Clyde Beck with a double for the Chicago Cubs. Paul Wayner with 1 for the Pirates. RBI in this game, Paul Wayner with 1, Pie Traynor with 2 for the Cubs. Woody English with 1, Hack Wilson with 3, Riggs Stevenson with 1, and Charlie Grimm with 2. Kai Kyler for the Chicago Cubs with 2 stolen bases. All right, so there we go. Errors, 1 for the Bucks, Sparky Adams, and Clyde Beck for the Chicago Cubs. Each team turning a double play. And there we go. That is the ball game. We're going to go ahead and close this out. And I think we'll just sim the other ones. We might, here we go. We're going to see Pete Alexander in the twilight of his career. This is his penultimate season in Major League Baseball. We're going to go ahead and just quick sim these games out. All right. And the St. Louis Cardinals take this one from the Cincinnati Reds, 5-2. Old Pete getting the win. Red Lucas takes the loss. No home runs in this game. All right. Go back up here. We have Earl Whitehill versus Joe Shout. And this will quick sim. Tigers, Indians. And the Indians take this one 5-3. So Stout gets the win. Whitehill takes the loss. Bob Fats Fothergill gets a home run for Detroit. Lou Fonseca, beloved of Indians fans in the know, player of the game in that one. Chicago White Sox versus the St. Louis Browns. Not a marquee matchup there. And the issue, do I want to view it now? No, I don't. I actually want to look at the previous day. We'll look at that PSPN in a minute. The Chicago White Sox edge the St. Louis Browns 7-6. Tommy Thomas with the win. Sam Gray with a loss. Chick Autry with a home run for the White Sox. And Ski Melillo, you gotta love that. It's probably Melillo. I'm not sure. Melillo. If it's Italian, it's Melillo. If it's Spanish, it's Melillo. So you don't tell me. With a home run and Red Badgross. I don't even know any of these guys on the St. Louis Browns. Player of the game is Alex Metzler. All right, cool stuff. Let's look and see when the A's were playing. There we go. So Rube Wahlberg will start against Bump Hadley. Almost said Bump Bailey. We have a good matchup here that we're probably going to play tomorrow. So the Boston Red Sox versus the New York Yankees. Red Ruffing versus George Pipgrass. That's going to be a really, really good one. Because we don't see Ted Lyons too much, we may even do this game tomorrow as well. The rest of these will probably just sim out. But definitely, we're going to have a Red Sox-Yankees game tomorrow, Ruffing and Pipgrass. So tomorrow, again, not sure what time I'm going to come on. There'll be lots of baseball. We'll do some, be doing some games, just maybe having a little chin wag here and there, whatever. Also going to have a couple Ernie Harwell games, so I get a chance to breathe a little bit. And just whatever happens, we're going to go back and explore a wonderful piece of software called Baseball's Greatest Hits. We'll have some fun with that. Maybe a little trivia, baseball Jeopardy thingy. I don't know. We're going to have fun. No worries, Sean. If he says he's not around, he's got a bad hangover. Going to be here. I don't know if it's going to be a straight 13-hour marathon stream, but be on for a while, then off, and then back on. So we'll see how it plays out and how much energy and interest there is. It's proven to be pretty nice in the past. My understanding is Robert has an all-star game coming up, 1983. I believe that's Monday night. Correct me if I'm wrong, Robert. So tune in for the 1983 all-star game and Robert's replay of that season. The Pirates still somewhat decent in 1983. The wheels would really fall off for a little while for the Buccos starting in 1984 or so. But 83, a fun season. Really liking that. So Robert always, they're not rigged. We know they're not rigged. Robert always does some really fun replays. Was nice to see the 1972 that he did. Of course, did 1969. So many, just great stuff, guys. Does most of these on Inside Pitch. Would love to someday see him do one in Fall Classic, just as a kind of a change of pace. But you get in a groove with a certain game, and it makes sense. You're going to play the game. I think especially that's true of more of cards and dice than digital baseball. I think you get used to the flow of a cards and dice game. And so it's not like I'm bored with watching you do Inside Pitch, my friend. Not at all. I just watching you play Fall Classic, though. It's such a phenomenal game. I can understand now why Ken Castro speaks so highly of it. Let me see if there's any more good matchups. Oh, here's another good one tomorrow. Wow. Cardinals Reds, Jesse Haynes, Hall of Famer versus Dolph Luke, who pretty decent pitcher here. Carl Hubble pitching tomorrow. So I'm going to be switching from game and back to forth, and including we're actually going to do a game from Micro League Baseball tomorrow, the very first one. I thought it would be really fun, and I might do this to see where baseball games have been and where they are now. And I thought about starting our whole baseball celebration tomorrow with Micro League Baseball, and then capping it off at night with either MLB The Show or Out of the Park Baseball to kind of show that, to that whole kind of evolution. I was thinking about that. It'd be a nice way to cap things off. And I know that probably a lot of you here played, and this will be the Commodore 64 version of it. So yeah, it'll be fun. I'm not going to do any demonstrations of the manager and stat compiler disk, but I'll do those on another night, separate stream. Just get yourself a Commodore 64 emulator and get these files. They're easy to get. I can even put them up on the Discord for anybody who's interested. You want to step back in time. I played a little game of Micro League Baseball tonight, and I'm when you think about it, right? So Commodore 64, the programmers had 38K to work with. 38K. All right. That's nothing. That's like an email these days, right? Or whatever. I mean, even a resume is longer than that. And what they did with that game, even with the little kind of neat play-by-play that it has and stuff like that, that game was really, really very, very important. But other things we're going to do, we're going to do some Tony La Russa baseball tomorrow, old-time baseball. We're going to do a game of baseball. We're even going to do Dombrov baseball. We'll probably do something from the older version, though. So just going to dig deep, see what we can play, and have some fun. No sort of set schedule. Baseball evolved, actually. It is. It's kind of amazing, right? I mean, because it's not meant to be a comparison, but I think rather a nice retrospective. I'm hoping within a week or two to have Derek Bain on. So while there are 12 of you here, I do want to remind you. Let your friends know, again, this isn't about building this channel, but Derek Bain is a big name in the baseball gaming community and a hell of a baseball author. And anybody wants to talk about, the history of baseball sims and the evolution of them, certainly that is, you just got to tune in. So I will let you know when Derek's on. I'm really, really chuffed for him to be on and talk baseball sims and what have you. So not much else to say except thank you for coming in. I wasn't even planning on doing a game tonight, but I'm sitting here. It's icy outside. I'm like, I need some baseball, and I want to share some baseball. So I'd really love it if, some of you guys would want to talk about. I'm trying to figure out a way to get more guys involved here that play cards and dice baseball. Because I love it, and it's always fun to hear about what projects people are doing. And that's it. So you will have enough of me tomorrow, so no doubleheader tonight, no Saturday night chin wag. Just remind you before I sign off, please, if you're doing a Super Bowl party tomorrow, I'm sorry, you're not allowed to say that name. Whatever, Super Bowl party, I'm saying it anyhow. And you're out somewhere at friends. I don't care whether you're in beautiful, balmy Florida where it's 70 degrees, or you're up here in the Neo Ice Age. Just please be careful, drink responsibly, appoint a designated driver. I know you're all adults, but adults get pulled over for DUI and adults get hurt and killed in crashes, and it would be absolutely devastating. I know you guys in this community are very careful, but it never hurts just to remind you, that you're valued, and no game, no holiday, no anything is worth getting hurt out there or worse on the road. Okay? Yeah, what's a Super Bowl? Cousin Ken, where have you been, man? Drew Longnight says, go to Delphi Forum Sports Games, and you will find people. It's not that I can't find them, Drew. I want to get people sort of on here on mic talking about their cards and dice projects and stuff like that. Welcome in, by the way. I'm well aware. Again, I played some cards and dice back in the day. Hope to get back into it again. Once I can get a little bit more room. I'm a little bit crowded here. But thank you for the tip. So, yeah, absolutely. Cousin Ken is saying stay safe. That's 2 helpings of cereal. There you go. A Super Bowl. Exactly. So yeah, Drew, it's actually getting guys to come on here and talk about their projects. Cousin Ken keeps us up. Ken Castro here, heart and soul of this channel, keeps us up to date with what he's doing. And cards and dice. It's just that I don't do cards and dice right now. It's digital stuff, but that doesn't mean that I don't love cards and dice baseball. I do. Played a lot of it in my undergraduate years. So, and it's all about baseball. Tomorrow's about celebrating the game of baseball. You know, we can take some time, talk about, the upcoming season, what we think with the Mets sinking $3 billion into players, how that's going to work, how you think that's going to work out for them. And of course, the LA Dodgers as well. So, yeah. And yeah, Drew, you're talking to one of them. Philip Reynolds joining us here. Philip Reynolds putting up some videos, guys. So subscribe to that channel. And Ken Castro, very, very, very hardcore cards and dice player, as a matter of fact. So there we go. So Love Leap 20XX HBMX set. So Action PC's 90s decades today, only 30% off. Yeah. So once again, Dave Cook, all kinds of sales, guys. Let's have a look. Because we love Action PC baseball around here. We do. So what I'm waiting for is I want them to some other sales that I'm hoping for. Let's go to shop and let's look though. So Pete, thank you for reminding us about that. So let's go to 1990s. 1990s. A lot of people love 1990s baseball. So look at this, man. It's not just the 90s either. Not just the 90s. So from 1980 through 1999, these are $10. So $9.79 a season, regularly $15. And even at the regular price, Dave Cook seasons are a steal. So do check that out. I'm not sure if there are any other sales. Yes, there are. So 1970s. And 60s and 70s also on sale, $9.79. Actually, man, he's sales everywhere. Let's go to my era of baseball and Ken's era. So anybody who's not afraid of the 19th century, and you shouldn't be, 19th century right now is $7.83 a season for the 19th century. Dead Ball is on sale, $7.83 for 1900. Then it jumps up to when we get in the 20th century, $9.79 a season, guys. Let's look at the decades, just really, really quickly. Complete decades. Complete decades are on sale, guys. Get them. So they're regularly $85. They're on sale for $58. You buy two of them, you get 20% off. So decades are a great way to build your Action PC baseball season collection a bit at a time. So Philip Journal says, plan on journaling it and maybe making a book. Awesome. Todd says he's going to semi-retire in the spring. Good. That means you can do more baseball, Todd. So there we go. Drew telling us about the 90s. And as we found out, it's everything. Quickly, let's see what else he has for sale here, guys. Okay, so the best ofs, nothing on sale there. Franchise bests, but these franchise bests are also really nice collections. I've not done a lot of these on the channel. I should probably show you these. I can just show you by one of the screens, and Dead Ball hasn't been getting a lot of love lately, so let's go to more info. And right there, so for each one of these best of franchises, you get that franchise's best season. So this will be for the 1910s. So there you go. I mean, the 1910 Chicago Cubs, what an amazing team. There's the 1914 A's. Yeah, so these are great. And they're $18. And again, it's just like anything else. You can dump all these guys into a draft pool and so whatever. A lot of you guys are 1990s. Let's look at 1990s. So look at all the teams you get there for $9.18. So this is the 1990s franchise best collection. I mean, I have all these already, but there you go. There's my 1991 Pittsburgh Pirates. There's the got screwed over again, 1994. This time, Montreal Expos. Yeah, all good stuff. There's the Minnesota Twins. So that's a lot of teams, man, for $9.18. You could set up just tournaments with this if you didn't want, no season replays. Very easy to create tournaments in Action PC Baseball. So what a wealth of stuff. What a wealth of stuff. So the 1990s franchise best on sale, 50% off, man. Yeah, that is it. Anything else? Any of the special collections? Okay, no special collection. Yeah, one special collection. So this should actually read baseball's 1,000 greatest individual seasons. This is a pretty good set. This is a new release. If you pre-ordered the game, this came with it. It's pretty neat. I haven't done much with it yet. So that's on sale. Always fun to go here. Classic Decades, not on sale, but these things are worth it. They're really, really good. 32-man rosters for each team, and it's players who spent the most time with each franchise over that decade. So what marks this different from the franchise best leagues is there are no doppelgangers in the baseball classics. I wish Dave Cook would go back to the 1940s, 30s, 20s, teens, and aughts, but we'll take what we can get, right? Always love to talk about Action PC. Truth Hurts Wokey, welcome in. Says what the 90s today, basketball, football, and baseball for like 89.95 for the complete decade of the 90s. Awesome. So World's Worst Gamer talking about earliest he wants to play his 1918 season, Babe Ruth, when he's a home run leader with Boston with 18 home runs. Wanted for Action PC, but maybe you should just play it in PureSim if it's available. It is available. They're all available in PureSim Baseball. All available. They are. I'll even prove it to you. Let's go to main. Let's go to new game so that Sean can see. I want Sean to see. So here we go. Major League Career. And scroll down. Scrolly. Keep scrolling back to the end of World War I. And there it is, 1918. And I could do True Life Transaction Mode and all set. So, yep, it's there. In fact, I forget so this game, PureSim Baseball, which you guys can download free, includes every season from 1900 to 2014. A lot of baseball for free, right? 1918, of course, shortened season. World Series played in September as baseball tried to sort of circumvent President Woodrow Wilson's work or fight order. So if you guys will see pictures during the First World War of baseball players doing formation and drills, and instead of rifles, they're doing baseball bats. But no, Woodrow Wilson said work or fight, and baseball was not considered an essential occupation. So the only World Series to be played in September in the modern era was World War I, 1918. And yeah, Pete Alexander comes back shell-shocked. He was in the trenches, a private in the trenches. Christy Mathewson, a captain in World War I, didn't really see action, but in a training exercise, inhaled gas and died a few years later. Took its toll. Eddie Grant, of course, probably the most well-known casualty of First World, but quite a few ball players died in that horrible conflict, even before we were officially involved. Huh? Truth Words. Wilkie says he has 12 computers. Damn. So you got me addicted to these games. He says he has now spent in the last 3 weeks over $300. Beautiful. Truth hurts, Wilkie. I'll tell you what, my friend. There's a lot worse you could be spending money on, and I think it's a great purchase. I don't have Appa right now, Todd, but I will have to get it. If Ken is willing to do it, I would love to. I would do an Apple Cards and Dice game. I'm just going to buy it, but I'm going to buy it unless somebody's willing to play, and then I will. I'm not going to ever become a Cards and Dice channel, but it would be fun to play a game with against Cousin. You know, he'll probably take the 1929 A's though. So instead of going on vacation, spend your money on stuff you can keep. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know what? You get to, it's a great vacation in your mind, right? So, oh, you're welcome, Sean. He said, thanks for letting him know that 1918 is available. Yep, all the way back to 1900. Oh, okay, I don't. All right, so Todd, yeah, I'll coordinate it with Ken. It won't be tomorrow, but I'll coordinate it with Ken. I think it'd be fun. I've been looking for people that want to play Action PC head-to-head or whatever. I'm all about playing some head-to-head games. I think it'd be a lot of fun. So, yeah, it'd be awesome. Ken has the cards. I just need to roll the dice. That works. So, you know what? I know what happened the last time you took the 29 innings in a tournament. So maybe I should take them. What do you think about that? And then you pick another team. You could pick one. You could pick what you're a Phillies fan. I mean, I'm a Buccos fan. I should take a Buccos fan, but I love the 1929 Philadelphia A's. So any chance that I would have to play them, I'd be like down for that completely. So yeah. Wow, Truth Hurts Wookie says has like 100 Appa sets or more. Man after my own heart, buy them. I don't have a lot of cards, but digital baseball sims, I've got a ton of them. So, and again, you know, vacations are awesome. They're great, but I can take a vacation here. It's a cold, icy, dangerous night out there, and I just got to play a ball game and hang out with a bunch of friends here. This is something that stays with you, you know. So, he said flew. Yeah, Ken says he flew halfway across the country, finished 2-8 in a tournament where you were one of the favorites. I mean, who wouldn't be? With that 1929 Philadelphia A's squad, certainly, I'd be like, oh, geez, I got to play those guys. This is going to honk off a lot of people, but I think the 1927 Yankees were a great team. I don't think they were the greatest team in baseball, so let the debating begin. But I think those 1929 A's, and they showed it in 1930 and 31, these guys were scary. I think when you talk about the 27 Yankees, that is kind of the birth of that, you know, that great sort of Yankee dynasty. But I don't think there's other teams. And we should do that some night. Like maybe create, like we'll have come in to people. All right, two of the greatest teams of all time. Let's play them against each other in a series. Let's have fun with it. You know, 29 Yankees, 27 A's. You know, I don't know. Could be fun. I don't think they're overrated, but I do not think they're the greatest team in baseball history. I really don't. Silly me. I think the 1936 Yankees are a more dangerous team than the 1927 Yankees. You know, but then again, what do I know? I used to be a cat juggler. So Bill Staffa made cards and dice sets in the past, and you have 22 Skeeter sets. Francis Rose produced some really nice sets as Truth Hurts Wookiees that were comparable to Appa, and they shut him down years ago. So the thing about Appa, obviously, is they weren't smart, Strat hiding their formula, trademarking it, whatever. Hence the Appa clones out there. But ain't nothing like the real thing, baby, right? So we'll stay on here while these guys are talking about playing in Appa tournaments and stuff. There will be a little Diamond Mine baseball tomorrow because I'd love to get some guys on the mic and it's real easy to call innings and that, just to read the play-by-play, and it's good play-by-play. We've done it before. Ken actually came on for an inning one night. Tim came on and called some innings. It was really, really fun. And again, just read the play-by-play just to get some people on, man. It'll be fun. So you're an 8 Diamond Mine League. So Truth Hurts Wookie, even if nobody else hangs out, he'll He'll watch a Diamond Mine game. Yeah, why not? Good game. Yeah. So Ken asking, Truth Hurts Wokey, when does he sleep? Yeah, no kidding. Man, I got this new PC, but I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I can't get it to go online. Things all shiny new. I had to put in a support ticket. I've got a computer sitting here, a PS5, a really, really high-powered Android tablet. They all hit the internet. They're just fine. This thing's saying, signal too weak. And I don't want to buy a mesh router. Oh, my God, I don't want to buy a mesh router. Those things are, they're a little bit pricey. So I'm hoping I can find some reason. I could just have a faulty card here. I have no idea. I've been scouring the internet. Going to try moving the main router downstairs to somewhere else tomorrow, but feels like I'm not in a dead zone because I've got 3 devices and a phone that are just doing just fine. So I suspect there's something going on with this new PC. This thing is really powerful. It's fast, and I can't do shit with it right now because I can't get online. It's driving me nuts. Yeah, I know. And the problem, Sean, is I don't have a cable long enough to run downstairs or I would just go like straight in Ethernet, but I just don't have a cable long enough to do it. Or I would. Believe me. So I got to deal with fucking Wi-Fi, unfortunately. So, but I'm thinking, geez, I just spent all this money on this PC and booted it up. It's really pretty looking and all that kind of stuff. But man, I want to start playing some games again. I used to play Microsoft Flight Simulator, Planet Coaster, Planet Zoo. Finally get to experience some other games and like mega high res and stuff that I've only been able to play at like medium or high on this PC that I'm using here. So, I want to see Space Engine completely cranked out. I've never seen it cranked up like forever to forever infinite settings, which this thing can do. So I'll put this up because I know a lot of Apple players in here. Truth Horse Wiki says Steve's Apple computer cards. Go there. You can put in a player's name, and he'll give you the results of the cards that's comparable to Appa. Many seasons, just type in the year. Good stuff. Yeah, Planet Zoo's killer. This PC I have will run it, Todd. But I really want to max that game out. I mean, that's one you got to just, yeah. Great game. It's not cheap, but it's fantastic and will suck your life away like crazy. And you will get attached to the animals. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. I just miss playing it. Do you have Planet Coaster? Planet Coaster is phenomenal. You can ride the rides, and it's amazing. Planet Coaster 2 is out, but I'm not going to buy it. I put so much money in Planet Coaster. I'm like, really? I have enough there to play. So, Ken started a non-baseball project. He says a full play looking at 2 years to play out. Wow. Yeah, I'd like to see it too, Sean. But until I can get this thing to hit the internet so I can download Steam, the only thing I can look at right now is the desktop. So, and I'm thinking by the end of the year, when the 5090 cards come down, then I'll pop a 5090 in this thing. But a 4070, I mean, I'm seeing games right now that, I mean, the max is like RTX, 2070 cards, 2080. So I'm not too damn worried right now that this has just a 4070 in it. It'll be fine. But you will. What you need to do to mic up with me? You want to mic up right now? I'll show you. Here, it's simple. If you don't want to tonight, but I'll at least show you. What I do is I do copy, and I paste the link into the chat, and you click on it, and I'll see you in there, and then I add you to the stage. It's that simple. Just need a mic. You don't even have to turn on your webcam. All you need is your mic. All you need is your mic. Mic is all you need. Yeah. That's it. So hopefully maybe some of you guys will come on tomorrow. You come on, Truth Hurts Wilkie. I'd like you to talk about Diamond Mine Baseball a little bit if you would, because I love the game. And people are like, man, Diamond Mine Baseball. It's like, no, it's a fantastic game. You're missing out a lot. You do have to sing a song, though, says Sean, which is something I've never even done here on yet. I mean, actually sung for real a song. Not yet. So anyhow, just click it, and that's it. Click it. So Ken's not giving us a clue. It's a non-baseball project, full play. So if it doesn't deal with OnlyFans, he's a 75-inch for my monitor. So Truth Hurts Wilkie, man, troubleshoot me here, dude. Why isn't this new It's a new PC, and you did burn in, tested it, everything, and every other, right? I'm doing most of my stuff right now on a Asus Strix gaming laptop, which is powerful for its day. 4 years ago, it was top of the line. GTX 1660 Ti in it. It can still run pretty much everything out there. I've got a pretty expensive Android tablet here. Hits the internet, no trouble. Both of them, boom. This one can't connect to the network. Wi-Fi signal too weak. And I'm like, but the other devices pick it up. So I'm not sure what the hell's going on here. It's driving me nuts, man. Ugh. OnlyFans cards and dice, says Sean. You beat me to it. 4 big screens in his office. So Todd, of course, talking about agricultural byproducts, but with a different consonant at the beginning. So, yeah, right. 75. So a 75-inch screen, if I had the spare dosh, I would buy that just for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Could you imagine playing Microsoft Flight Simulator on a 75-inch screen? Oh my God, that would be like just incredible. We could buzz around Sean's neighborhood up there in Sarnia and whatever, and fly past Providence, Rhode Island, visit everybody. Oh, there you go, and whatever. Look for any ballparks nearby you. Be fun. 72-inch. That's unbelievable. 75-inch monitor. Good God. That's like, I don't know, man. So the other thing I'd be doing, of course, is watching Lord of the Rings on a 75-inch screen. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. So Ken, until Ken tells us, it's going to be an OnlyFans league for 2 years. And so Todd says he feels insecure. His TV is 55 inches. So we have television envy right now in the chat going on. Nice. So look at him. He says every game of season rolled full stats. Oh, it's a hockey project, so it's not OnlyFans. Okay. All right. However, I'm curious because no TV prawn. Exactly, Sean. I'm going to see something though, because I think Ken is he's taking the piss here a little bit. So I'm going to Google something. All right. And let's see. We're going to see. Now I have my suspicions here. Okay. And if such a thing exists, which I don't know that they do, but let's see. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys, I have figured out what Ken's playing. All right. So I Googled hot female hockey players. And gentlemen, I think I have found what Ken is actually playing. So feast your eyes, guys. Here we go. Oh my God. So hockey could be my favorite sport now. Michaela Demeter. Whoa. So there we go, gents. These are hockey players, and they have their teeth. Yeah, cuz wow. I didn't know. See, I didn't know. So here she is in another picture. Nice. Ken, so we know what you're playing now. Who is this? Ellen Hogue, which is how you. Okay, she's field hockey though. That doesn't count. I mean, field hockey. We're talking ice hockey here. Cousin Ken. Wow. Cousin Ken. So on another subject here, because I'm gonna really get distracted here by. Oh my God. Okay, she's there again. So I've been watching this this banana ball stuff that's been on YouTube, right? It's like sped up. It's sort of like World Wrestling Federation and Major League Baseball had a baby. Have you guys caught any of this stuff yet? Banana ball? It's funny. Yeah. So Truth Hurts Wilkie. If you could use your laptop and you got a mic or a webcam with a mic anyway, yeah. And you can just boop. Yeah. So just because you're on a diet doesn't mean you can't look at the menu. How about it? So so the glamorous lady. Yeah. So this banana ball thing. So apparently you not only score runs, but you score points. The game's limited to 2 hours. A walk, you actually have to sprint to first base. If you hit a ball into the stands and a fan catches on the fly, you're out. It's weird. It's like it's got this. It's baseball. It's definitely recognizable as baseball, but it also has this weird kind of WWF and Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey circus kind of vibe to it. So catch it. There's like something going on right now. So the Savannah Bananas versus, I forget the name of the other team right now, but they're in their, I guess, World Series or championship thing. It's on YouTube. So just curious. Savannah Bananas says they sell out everywhere. It's a crazy game, man. 2 hour time limit. You know, so they put a time limit on baseball, and even the umpires are nuts. So I was watching a game last night, and the umpire called some guy out at first by doing a somersault in the air, coming down and doing the, throwing the hand out. I mean, it's crazy. The way instant replays work, you appeal to the crowd and stuff like that. It's pretty crazy. But they've played in some Major League Baseball stadiums. Apparently, this is all new to me. This banana ball stuff, baseball stuffies. So Party Animals, thank you, Tim. Party Animals versus the Savannah Bananas. So yeah. So I love Wiffle Ball Pro League. That's crazy. I love Wiffle Ball, man, and I love watching those. That's fun stuff. So so Ken informing us with his cinematic acumen that he says, I mistook that for a movie I recently watched called Sarah Wants My Bananas. Missed you around here, cousin. Where you been, man? So cousin Ken got it. I got it. It's a small assignment, and it's more of a thank you and honor. So because it was kind of your idea back in 2019 for me to do a baseball game on here on Super Bowl Sunday night that ended up into a double header of something. I'd like to give you the honor of picking the two teams that you want to play tomorrow when you'll be on, and what game, what digital baseball game. So I know that the year that you did it, 2019, it was the 1915 Chicago Whales and Pittsburgh Rebels. So cousin Ken Castro is gonna. I'd like him to pick our inaugural game, so maybe he can think about it now, and that will be our game tomorrow, our first game to kick things off. There I am saying, I should say, to lead things off for our whole baseball day. Because Ken's like, back in 2019, he's like, just do it. He said, even if it's just me, it'll be fun. We both don't like football, so we'll be here. And we ended up with a really good crowd. And back when this channel was still small, but it was like, I had like 110 subscribers, and we had like 20 people in here. And that's a hell of a percentage for when a channel is that small, because you can expect 5% of your subscribers to, at any given time, to be watching you if you're going live or whatever. So that was crazy. That was crazy. Rough and Rowdy Brawl. Heard about that. Any era, Cousin Ken. Any era. So yes, 19th century, dead ball, golden age, whatever. So you choose the game, you choose the teams, and if I've got the Digital Diamond baseball game that you're talking about, whichever one it is, we'll play it. I should say, funny, I should say it, call it Digital Diamond. I'm not as comfortable with Digital Diamond baseball, but I'll give it the old college try. That might be the only game I'm not going to do tomorrow. We'll see. It's just weird to call that game because I don't remember how to. I want to be able to just set up the computer manager to manage both teams, but I want it to pause between plays. And Dwayne Marsh is never around when I want him to find out how I do that. So all right. So inaugural game tomorrow, guys, is going to be out of the park baseball, and it'll be the 1915 Phillies against the 1915 Boston Red Sox. So that's going to be our inaugural game on out of the park baseball tomorrow. Ken, if you know about what time you'll be on or around on the chat, that's when I'll start this whole shenanigans tomorrow. Ken mistook that the World's Worst Gamer reference to a movie he saw called Rough and Rowdy Broads. So, of course, Todd himself, being the saintly man that he is, never saw the movie, but actually had just overheard this in a conversation in the baseball gaming community. Right, Todd? Got to make sure that we got to keep your reputation so that you're not besmirched in any way, right? Besmirched. And Sean, I had a new word for you today, and I completely forgot it. It was a new word I even learned today, and I was going to pass it on to you. So I have to be tomorrow now. Because I'm building a website, a business website for a dear friend. Well, she's more than a friend, but anyhow, she has a startup business. I'm kind of in it with her, and I'm creating a website. And so we were doing a blog post. I was doing the graphics for it, and she was doing the writing. And I found this great damn word, and I thought, Sean's going to love this. I'm going to work this into a broadcast, and it didn't happen, but I will tomorrow. Truth Hurts Wilkie is going to hit us up here. He says www.buntbaseball.net, a Bunt League website, one of the best run Diamond Mine leagues. We should check that out. Okay. Wife is making homemade lasagna. Okay. Yeah, no, lasagna takes precedence even over baseball. So I will hold off on that game, cousin, until I see you come in, and then even if I'm in the middle of the game, the next game will be the out of the park game. All right, that's what we'll do. Let's check out www.buntbaseball.net. Let's check it out. If we got to give Diamond Mine some love, man. Buntbaseball.net. Okay, let me bring it over here for the cognoscenti to see. And I'm going to zap it up a little bit here. Full Season Simulation League using Diamond Mine version 12. Oh, pretty cool, man. This is nice. Aaron Judge was named the World Series MVP in this. What else do we got here? This is pretty nice. Organizational links. Leaders. Oh, look at this. Wow. Okay, good stuff. And there is, of course, the link to Diamond Mine. Nice. Draft leagues. Team rosters. Let's pick one here. Let's pick one here. Let's pick somebody's team. I don't know anybody here, so we'll look at the Waterbury Pirates. What do we got here? So these are some all new players, or like newer players, I guess. All right. Nice looking site. You got the defending champion, the Kickin' Chickens. The Kickin' Chickens. How about that? Aaron Judge on that team. Jorge Soler. Look at me trying to recognize modern baseball names. How about it? Zach Wheeler, of course. You know Zach Wheeler. Pretty cool. It's nice to see people out there playing the game. It's so much worth it. It's just really, really worth it. Well, thank you for that, Truth Hurts Wilkie. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Roscoe Dragons. It's sad. I don't know most of these players, though, because they're these newfangled baseball players. Yeah, which is your team, Truth Hurts? So he says he was in that league for several years, did not like leagues where you're allowed minor or high school players. Yeah, I wouldn't like that either. Just play in the majors, babies. Minor leagues are fine, but major league, man. See, I'd like to find a diamond mine league that would play like, you know, dead ball era baseball. But I know that's asking a lot because can't find those in any damn baseball game. So Ken says he just reached August in his Cards and Dice Fall Classic Phillies replay every year that he won't mention. Check out the Kentucky team. Let's check out this Kentucky team. Where are you guys? Kentucky Hayseeds. All right, here we go. So can you guys see this? Is this like, am I getting weird? Yeah, no, I'm not. So that's the typography. I'm getting these A's in here. Those must be spaces. So there we go. Guys, there's Manny Machado, Ronald Acuna, Andy Rodriguez. So you guys see down here, these are ratings that are these are Diamond Mine ratings. Good stuff, man. So the guy that has this Kentucky team is in 27 leagues. How the hell do you even keep up with that? That's amazing. How would you keep up with being in 27 leagues? That's incredible. That is absolutely incredible. So the Bunt Baseball League. So I know Ken Castro tolerates Diamond Mine Baseball. And for Ken Castro to tolerate a digital baseball game means it's like really excellent. So he says Rocky knows Diamond Mine inside and out. Yeah, I love the game. 77 Phil's trying to catch the 79 Pirates. I'm not going to catch the 79 bucks, dude. I'm the 82 Cardinals in your league, about 6.5 games back with 50 games left. So Todd doing this great project that he started some years ago. Best player or players from 1977 and 1982. So great time in baseball. My Bucks are still strong. Phillies are up and coming. Cardinals doing their thing. So Todd's been doing that for a while. Sean says 27 leagues. My goodness, someone's crazier than he is about sim baseball. How about it? I couldn't. I'm lucky I can keep up with one. I mean, I had to drop out of Fields of Dreams league. One of the reasons I dropped out was I just couldn't really commit. It was so much like, you know, draft deadline and this deadline and a great league, and I love that those guys are doing it. It just I with other stuff I had going on, there's just no way. So used to fly. Wow. So this guy used to fly to Boston every year for APA drafts. Jeez. Todd says 5 years ago and counting. I remember when you first asked me, hey, could I set up this in, I believe you asked it, I think it was Out of the Park or something. At that time, I could have answered your question now back then, if I could go back in time and say, yeah, man, do a text file. But I didn't know how to do it back then. So I was coming up with other ways to do it and didn't quite work. So how you eventually did it, I think are you doing it now, the park or action, Todd? I know I've asked you this before. Wow. So see, this is cool. I appreciate this, Truth Hurts Wilkie, because you're talking. At least it's not. It's of all the games on here, excluding Pocket Pennant Run, Digital Diamond. I mean, I think one of the cool things about Diamond Mind, is it just has that old school aesthetic, and I could imagine, for instance, if Robert Coover was writing the Universal Baseball Association, but maybe instead of creating his own system, or whatever, maybe he, I could imagine him maybe even getting inspired by the novel that he would be playing Diamond Mine Baseball, something like that, if it had existed back when Universal Baseball Association was written. So doing it in Action PC. Okay, cool. So he met Steve Blass. Yeah, you told me that. And so his nephew plays in 6 of your leagues. How do you guys, I don't know, I mean, so like when you guys are doing those kinds of leagues, I mean, how do you keep up with, so if you have injuries, you want to change your lineups, do you guys do September call-ups? I want to know more, so hopefully some evening here when you're on, maybe you can talk about that, because we do have Diamond Mine baseball players in the community. Even though you don't see it streamed too often, we do. So, Sean says, I have 3 guys throw out of the plate in 3 innings of baseball for the 27 Yankees right now. Someone fire me before this gets worse. Ha ha! Cousin, I sent you something for your hockey project to show World's Worst Gamer. If I like, did you? Okay, if you did you send it in the Magic Messenger? Right, I'll look there. Keep it off screen here for a sec till I see, because of my extreme leftist leanings. I don't want to get anybody upset, and they are extreme. Oh, okay. So here, I'm going to show you guys. This is from Ken. You don't mind, Ken? I'm going to share. Do you mind? Hope you don't. Here we go, guys. Indianapolis Racers at Cincinnati Stingers, opening night 1977 at Riverfront Coliseum. So Stingers take the Racers 4-3. So in the first period, Barris scored unassisted penalties. This is fun reading this stuff. This is cool. So nice breakdown. So Sean, go ahead and I'll once you go ahead and screen cap this, man, have a look at it. So Ken wanted me to share this with you. Looks like a good game. Good game. In the meantime, thanks, Cuz, for sharing that. In the EBL league, you play with injuries. Okay. This is nice and WHA. Cool. Good stuff. So there you go, guys. A little bit of hockey on the channel. I don't mind hockey. Don't mind hockey at all. Let's see how many people are threatening to assassinate me tonight. It's a thing. It's a thing. All right. Hey, no one hates me tonight. Good. Oh, my God. The orange stain is going after. Oh, my God. Are you serious? So, wow, the hurt that's going to happen. I should start a political channel and dedicate it to President Musk, huh? So there, now everybody knows my politics, because I say that with dripping venomous sarcasm. And of course, Trump can't even spell indoctrinate. What a fucking moron. Anyhow, there, I probably just lost 30 subscribers. Oh well. Anyhow, Billy Harris, former Leaf, played with the Isles too. Good role players this time. All right, awesome, gents. All right, we're coming up on an hour and there we go. Coming up on an hour 49, so I think we're good. thanks everybody for coming in. Looking forward to tomorrow's celebration of baseball in anticipation of pitchers and catchers reporting after that other thing going on in New Orleans. I guess, though, as a FedEx employee, I should say, the FedEx had the honor of delivering the Vince Lombardi Trophy to the whatever that is they play down there. Whatever the name of that place is in New Orleans where they play this game this year. And also, it's a FedEx employee that's going to be bringing out the kickoff ball to the 50-yard line just right before kickoff, because he won we had some sort of contest where you got free tickets and lodgings and everything to the Super Bowl for you and a significant other or an enemy you don't hate too much. So FedEx really very involved in that. So I got to give a plug for the company I work for. There we go. So that's it. So Truth Hurts Wilkie, if you get on at some point, my friend, we're going to do some Diamond Mine baseball. I'm going to do this because it's going to make it's just because Sean's going to go and he'll run away. So this is the old timey one. Let's bring up the well, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, does it? We'll just bring one up here. Oh my God. Fun. Play select the game. Because Sean loves the aesthetic of this game. There it is, baby. How about it? Little Diamond Mine baseball to end the night. See, there he goes. See, he's losing his shit right now. Oh my God. All right, brother. Yep, there are Republicans. He's a lifetime conservative, but no means a Trump supporter. There you go. Good man. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to start me a political channel sometime. Be like 3 people, but that's all right. I have a lot of Republican friends. I do. I mean, I'm not so hardcore left. I don't have any. I do have Republican friends, conservative friends who can't stand the orange stain. So, you know, what he's doing. Ronald Reagan spinning in his grave right now. He is. Abraham Lincoln. This was his party. He wouldn't even recognize it. Eisenhower. A lot of great Republican presidents, you know. So, but that's that. I'll stop. It's a baseball channel, damn it. Sport ideas, not people. I got you, Sean. Oh yeah, cool. Let me write that down. I'm gonna take that off the screen. Let me write it down. And then what I would suggest, well, actually, nobody's going to watch it this far in. Let me write that down, man. I'd love to get in touch with you. Talk some Diamond Mine and just baseball in general and whatever. So, yeah, I'm not going to say you're out loud here. Yeah. All right. I will reach out. Cool. All right. So besides Sean, is anybody doing anything? We're going to go ahead and close this now because it's got to end with a PureSim screen, right? Yep. I know I can replay it. Okay. And boom, and boom, and boom. And there we go. Is anybody doing anything cool yet besides Sean with PureSim Baseball? I know a lot of people have downloaded it. I know Pesky Pole's having a lot of fun with it. So there's method to my madness. I want Sean Sullivan to get wind that the community really likes this game and that he needs to make its sequel. So damn it. Yep. Sean, I was just asking if anybody else besides you was doing some stuff with PureSim Baseball because a lot of people downloaded it and things like that. Hopefully everybody's having fun with it. If you're still having trouble with ballparks, especially ballparks, because they're tricky, let me know. And I think that's it, gentlemen. We're going to go ahead and go. We are going to be on for a long chunks of time tomorrow. So thank you all for coming in. I think we only had one new guy who came in tonight, and that's all right. That's all right. Love it. I just want to get back up and find his name. Everybody else, you have my everlasting Thanks. And a virtual Tullamore shot of Tullamore. So Drew Longnight was way back. He was the one telling us about the big sale at DKS Sports. Thank you, Drew. Really appreciate that. Yep, applaud the new blood for sure. We need it in the hobby. Sean, no way I could have said it any better myself. We need more people in this crazy hobby. All right, guys, until tomorrow for the Super Bowl Baseball Spectacular, have a safe night. Roll up a game. It's not too damn late. You're not a bunch of old men. Roll up a game or fire up a game on whatever your game is of choice, or go look at those hot hockey player pictures, female hockey players I showed you. See you tomorrow, guys, around the batting cage. Good night.